Welcome to the 2011 National Truck Driving Championships at Orlando, Florida. My name is Richard Gillespie, and I'm a 7-time national champion in 7 different classes. The only driver in the nation to have won all 7 classes. Actually, I retired from competition in 1991, and since then they have added 3 more classes, but at the time that I retired, I had won every class. I'd like to take the camera crew and we'll get on a golf cart and we'll go around and we'll show everybody what we're doing here, what the all the competitors are doing. This is the final day of competition. We have 5 drivers in each class, and there are 9 different classes. And each, this is the finals, and 6. Okay, this is the final day of competition. We've already had the semifinals, and today we've selected 5 drivers to drive in the finals, and we have 9 different classes. I'll get the camera crew, and we'll go around and film a little bit of the driving and explain what the problems are. Okay, in the competition there are 9 different classes. This, what we're looking at right here, is a step van. This is one of the classes. Okay, and the next class is the 3-axle class. Okay, now the trucks are getting a little bit bigger. Behind me now is the 4-axle class. Okay, the next one is a little bit bigger yet. This is the 5-axle van class with a 53-foot trailer. The next class is a tank class. Okay, the next one, this is kind of hard, or a little bit hard to see here, but it's a flatbed class. Okay, and the next class is the twin trailer class. You'll see here that we have 2 trailers. We call this the twin trailer or doubles. And the last class, the biggest truck, is the sleeper class. This is the one where the tractor has a sleeping compartment on the back of the cab. Okay, this is a starting line. This is where the driver gets in the cab, and they give him a little help getting his mirrors adjusted, and then when it's time for him to go and it's a timed event, he'll start going and they'll start his clock here. Oh, this is the twin trailers class, and what the driver is doing now, he's pulling up and he's going to stop with the back of the trailer in a scoring zone. That little thing on the floor, that's where he's going to stop. Stand back here though. One is pulling over a grease pit where he has to straddle a pit. We've got 10 little objects down there set apart where he has to try to straddle them, and each one of those are worth 5 points. Each problem here is worth 50 points. Okay, now we have a 3-axle class. He just started out at the start line, and he's going to be backing into a dock. He'll pull up and position himself. It'll be just like backing inside of a building. He'll have some columns that he has to back through, and he has to back through them without touching anything and back up to the dock, which is at the rear. And he has a scoring zone at the back. He wants to be within 18 inches of that dock, and he'll be measured and given a score as to how close he comes to the dock without touching it. If he touches anything, he's demerited. If he touches the back dock, he gets no score. He's doing a real nice job. And what they want to do is be able to back it in without doing any pull-ups. A pull-up is when you pull up and reposition yourself, and he's coming in real nice there. He's got the truck between the columns now. He's getting closer. Okay, he sounded his horn. He wants the judges to measure him, and they put up a measuring stick and see how far he is away from the dock. If he's within 18 inches, he gets a score. Closer to the dock he gets, the better it is. Okay, now he's going over at what we call a grease pit. He's got 5 or 10 objects on the ground that he has to straddle, and he doesn't want to touch any of them. It's like he's pulling over a grease pit to have work done on his truck. Okay, each one of those is worth 5 points, and it looked like the last driver clipped one side, so he ended up with 25 points. Yep. Okay, now we have a truck coming out of the dock, and he's going to be straddling 2 sets of ducks that are lined up on the ground or on the floor, and they're simulating a grease pit. Like sometimes they have to pull a truck into a mechanic's shop somewhere, and they work on the bottom of the truck, so that's what it's simulating. He's trying to not run over any of those little ducks, and it looks like he may be nipping a few on the left side, so he'd end up with 25 points. Okay, the next thing the driver is going to be doing is simulating a left turn. He's going to be going around the corner, and there's a score zone right down in front of that duck there. We want to make sure he doesn't hit the duck, but he wants to get as close as possible. If he gets within 6 inches, he'll get 50 points. If he gets 18 inches away, he gets 18 points. Farther than 18 inches or hitting the duck would be a 0. And it looks like he had the 18 for 30 points. Okay, we're filming some of the problems today that we have in the 2011 Truck Driving National Championships. This is the finals. Just a little bit about the championships. The drivers are all state champions, and they come from all 50 states. And we have all 50 states represented here today. Some of the things that the drivers have to have before they can compete here, they have to compete in their local states, and they have to be a state champion. The state champions come to the national championships. The drivers, before they can compete, have to have a 1-year no accident record, and a lot of them have a lot more than that. And they have to be with their submitting. Their company has to be a member of American Trucking Associations. The drivers, when they come, they have no idea what the problems are going to be, because there are a lot of different problems that can be set up. Sometimes there are serpentines, sometimes there are alley docks, sometimes there's a parallel park, front stop, all different configurations of problems, and the driver just has to be able to, perform. Most of all the problems are something that driver would come up to or have in his daily work. Okay, the next problem is another example of a left turn. The driver is going around a corner, and he has little score zones. They're only 6 inches total. Half of that 6 inches is 5 points, and half of it is 10 points. And he has to track with the back tires, and you have to be real precise. He has to put the back tires of his 53-foot rig on that score marker. And he was a little bit close on that one. A little bit close on that one. Just got a little piece of that next one. It gets 2. Yeah, it looks like we got 10 points. Okay, on this problem, the driver bringing the truck straight up into a score zone, and he has to center the truck right in the middle of that score zone, and he's only got about 18 inches that he can stop. And he stops it, he sounds the horn, just will go in there, and a plumb bob that they'll put down, and that'll determine if he gets the score or not. Looks like he did not. He stopped a little bit too soon. The driver has to judge where his front tire on the steer axle tire goes over the score zone by the duct without touching the duct. The judges are over there looking. They're discussing about exactly where they put his front tire, and they're marking his score sheet. Okay, again, I'm Richard Gillespie, and 7-time national champion, and I hope explains a little bit about what we do at the National Truck Driving Championships. Thanks for having the film crew here, and see you again.
Don't worry, I don't want somebody just taking out one side and getting 45 and going on.
What's just the price? I think they said.
First, this point on the back up and I'll pull it away.
It's the first time I ever rode one of the asphalt trailers. It's a single board trailer.
Right.